Even though we are down here, I like to see this and not this. Actually having a weekly candle and having some volume, having the price action and the momentum and everything is very good. Even though it's kind of crazy, almost a 1400 point range last week. That's going to be nuts. Strong weekly, move down. I'm not really going to let this anticipate my bias for the next week. I'm not really concerned if we start moving down, start moving up. I'm just going to start retargeting levels now that we're not up here. Which means weekly doesn't really matter other than the fact that I see this as a good move. I like having the structure and the volume and the price action. Big move is nice. I'm going to drop down to say the 4 hour. I will actually check the daily quick. Not really a big daily level guy. It's going to be interesting. That's a massive move down, man. With the 300 point hourly. I can already see what I'm going to target. The top of this range, what we had before I think was 677. But we're basically there again. Hourlies look great. Beautiful 4 hour price action. Massive bounce, holding underneath. Projections. Close, wick above. Rejections. 2670. Beautiful. What I'm hesitant on is just the massive hourly move that we had. Like, it's going to be tough to trade a lower level. We have this massive range. If you even drop time frames, like, I'm not going to target this for anything. This is nothing. And the range is really far away. We're, what, 300 points away? Why is my measure not working? 250 points away with the gap. So it's kind of far away. My idea is if we open up and we're like up here or flat and then we open tomorrow up, might be boring if we move down. I don't know if I'm really going to have a trade if we move down. There's not going to be much for me. Depending on what we look like in the morning, we could build some sort of hourly structure here or down here or down here. And it could look completely different tomorrow because we still have the open and then overnight. But if we look like this and then we open up and move down, it might be boring because this is super far away. We'll see what the news looks like, but yeah, it's going to be 2670, 2667. Closest thing underneath us with respect. Tons of 4 hour respect currently, previously. End of January, December, November. 2670. Lower level. Most likely would try and bounce it. I'm sure just because of the candle we have, it'll change depending on our 4 hours, but I'm sure if we actually move down to bounce it, we'll probably stretch into this range a little bit, but it would be a hold of this level for the move up. Some sort of bounce in that area. 2670. Above us is just going to be that 21k psychological level. Nothing but massive bounces and rejects on it. 400 point bounce. 1000 plus point bounce. Straight off the level. Again. It'll just be this 21k that I watch above us. We're way closer to it. We're less than 100 points away from it, which means it's not going to be such a stretch. Less waiting time, more trading time. Less chart time. I hate having to sit for 3 or 4 hours to get a trade or not get a trade. I like being able to take something in like the first hour of the day. Nice volume, nice momentum. Beautiful respect on that zone though. It is a big psychological level, which is kind of expected, but giant. Even that's tradable. Giant. Read this 21k. This lower range is kind of might be a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna have much down here. Stretch down, hold the level. I'd probably bounce this, depending on what the price action looks like. Interested to see if we go back to normal weeks or if we open up to more 500 point moves down, but only time will tell. Nobody knows. I do not know. Do we trade normally? Do we move down 700 points in an hour? There's only one way to find out. We show up and we make some fucking money. I'm gonna see what this looks like on the weekly. Lower level, weekly level. Don't even have to adjust. Respect, respect. We did blow through it on the weekly, but previous respect on it here, here, here. Looks really nice, actually. Looks really nice. The important thing to pay attention to is how aggressive we are again. If we're going to move down another 2,000 points in the week, we don't want to be blindsided by everything. 21k above us, big psychological level, which I'm not usually a fan of trading, but we've had nothing but respect on it. So there is no reason to deviate. 2670 underneath us. We've used it in late January, December, November, respecting it again. Simple NQ levels, 15 minutes easy. 21k, 2677. If we only move down like 100 points and we're up here when we open tomorrow, it might be super boring, but it is what it is. That is a nasty hourly in a 4 hour. Alright, that's all I got. Any questions? We have Monday morning news. It might not be as slow. We have J-Pow talking on Friday. It's going to be a good week.